measures to contain urgent and grim COVID outbreak as Shanghai lockdown continues. Beijing officials said at press briefing Saturday that they were tracking cases across multiple districts and involving students, tour groups, and interior decoration workers. The capital reported 22 new local cases on Saturday, national health authorities said Sunday morning.
Health authorities in the Democratic Republic of Congo, or the DRC, declared a new Ebola outbreak on Friday after a case was confirmed in the city of Mbandaka in the northwestern Equator province. The World Health Organization, or the WHO, said in a statement on Saturday.
Russia has declared war against Ukraine. Many Ukrainian people died because of bombing and continuous hunt of Russian soldiers. Until now, the death count is still rising and still no signs of ending. You can extend help by donating any amount in the Ukraine Assistance Fund. Next up, the topic regarding the political environment of the airline sector. We have here Ms. Alexandra Marquez with Mr. Fran Espiritu to discuss the political influences in the airline sector.
Thank you, Ms. Nicole. Hello, Mr. Fran Espiritu. Thank you for accepting our invitation for today's interview.
Hello, Alex. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Alright, now Mr. Fran, can you tell us about the political environment of the airline sector?
So, the airline sector has been characterized by an extended network of national and international net rules and regulations, many of which date back to the Chicago Convention of 1994 and the Bermuda Agreement. With proper acknowledge from a sovereignty, airspace rights has been established.
And Mr. Fran, can I ask, what are those rights and what are they for?
It is called the five free freedoms of the air. The first freedom, which is the right to fly over another country without landing. The second freedom is the right to make a landing for technical reasons. The third freedom, which is the right to own or carry a revenue traffic from your own country. The fourth freedom is the right to carry traffic from other countries back to your own country. And lastly, the fifth freedom, which is the right of an airline from country A to carry revenue traffic between country B and the other countries starting or ending in its home country A. Of course, the last freedom is valid only when other countries agree.
Wow, so those five freedoms were actually the key for intergovernmental agreements that allowed national governments to be involved.
Yes, this to maintain control over national interests related to air travel.
So, how is the political environment for the airline sector different from any other industry?
This is because the political environment focuses solely to the airline sector, wherein it prioritizes agreements, concept, market, and process of the airlines.
Last question. Considering that the strict regulations governing the domestic air travel market were swept away by the Airline Deregulation Act of 1978, what were the effects of the Deregulation Act in various parts of the world in the airline sector?
You see, Joey, this act abolished regulations specifying which carriers were allowed to fly on a particular route and controls on airfares. Because of this, many new carriers entered the market operating low-cost operating models. There was also a case wherein carriers kept merging and with others to survive the competition in the US domestic market. Similar deregulation has occurred in Europe with different approaches, and the other parts of the world followed with similar policies of deregulation. It became a trend among European and the other governments.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fran Espiritu, for all that information you shared with us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Alex.
Back to you, Miss Nicole.
Thank you, Alex. Next up, New Air Zealand after the break. This is Cinco News Report.